Welcome to Pop Cult, where we talk reality TV, celebrity chaos, and pop culture throwbacks.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when you listen to this. But I'm Julia.
And I'm Avery.
And we are your pop cult hosts. I almost forgot the word for that for a second.
We're hardly hosts.
Well, that's what else would we be? Creators?
I don't know.
Founders.
CEO.
CEO. CFO. COO. Director.
Oh. God, let's pray that we never need a CFO because neither of us can do math. I don't think when people ask me to do math that they understand how serious the situation is.
I have to do math sometimes for work. I have to figure out dosages of medications, and it's really stressful.
That would send me into a tailspin.
You have to do like stoichiometry, like chemistry.
What? I have no idea what that is.
Well, you have to, because it's like you have to convert from like milligrams to kilograms, or sorry, milliliters to kilograms, or shit like that. I don't even know. But you have to you have to switch. Like I can't even explain it. It's a lot.
That's really scary. I could never do that. I'd be afraid I would do it wrong.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
One time, remember when I worked in retail in college?
Yeah, for like a week.
No, that was the coffee shop. Okay. I don't know why everyone has to bring that up.
Did you work at the retail for like 2 months then?
No, I worked there for like over a year.
For real?
When I was trying to get my residency in Virginia.
Well, yeah, I knew that. I just didn't realize you worked there for that long.
Yeah, I did.
I knew that.
And it was really annoying because I worked at like for the listener.
Oh,
I
work on the game days.
Yes, I worked at like a college like paraphernalia isn't the right word, but like you know what I'm trying to say, like a college store. Like we sold clothes for the college that I went to.
Yeah.
And so we were always open on game days, and I always had to work game days. And
it didn't
I would
even pay off.
No, it literally didn't. There was no reason. Like I didn't even get my residency. So yeah, that was diabolical. Don't remind me.
I'm sorry. I was just talking about you getting rejected for residency the other day. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget about. One thing about me, I have a really bad memory, and sometimes things will just like pop up that I'm like, quite literally do not remember that happening, and then one day I'll just think of it. And honestly, I feel like it's the worst in my college years. Like I feel like I just so much happened in those 4 years. Yeah, I think I can
be like the same way too.
And I just like don't remember a lot of it. It's just funny, like if you, I don't know, it's just funny because I feel like, knowing myself, I feel like I wouldn't have gotten a job that made me work on like a game day because I never would have wanted to miss something like that. But I did. But also, now that I think about it, maybe they made it to where I think they always let us go for the game.
Oh, we usually work before. Oh, well, then you couldn't pregame. Like, that's not, like, what's the point?
Or after. We would have to be there after. But all that to say, the reason I bring this up is because one time I was working the register and I accidentally gave somebody $50 more in change than they needed. And I was like...
Did you get fired for that?
No, I mean it's not. It's like a national company. Like $50.
$50 is like not a small amount of cash, right?
It is though. It is for a company.
Care? Listen, when I was $7
I mean, they weren't
under,
thrilled.
Or wait, what's the word? When you're doing your cash out and you're missing $7 at the smoothie shop, I got the longest text message of my life, and I was like, "You're sending this to a sophomore in high school. You need to calm down."
Okay,
God forbid you're missing $7.
That's really dramatic, but also your smoothie shop did go under, and you did get laid off. It did go under,
and I did get fired.
Yeah, well, you got laid off. You didn't get fired.
Sorry, I didn't get fired.
So maybe they did need the $7. This is like a franchise store, so like they have them in like a lot of college campuses. So I mean, were they thrilled with me? No, like I got like a strike, but also
you got written up.
Like, but also for what? Like I don't care if I get 3 strikes. I'm just gonna quit. Like it just wasn't that serious, you know. It's like they're threatening me, but like it was an empty threat because like
stakes, yeah.
I would have just found another job, like you know. So yeah, but it was honestly though, it was not even really my fault because the guy who I accidentally gave the extra change to,
he could have said something.
Well, that, but also I remember he paid with like 3 different payment methods. Like he had some gift cards, he had some cash, and he had a credit card. So at that point, it's like you're just setting me up for failure.
Yeah, those are the worst types of people. I say as I will do that at Starbucks.
I mean, it's just like why are you doing that to me? Like, I was literally an art major. I don't know why you think I can sit here and like do math like this. Honestly, that their first mistake was putting me on the register.
What else could you have
So.
done? Like inventory?
Yeah,
That would also
inventory,
be
or
math,
just like, you know, helping people, straightening things up. I would like refold stuff or like restock things. But yeah, that was not. And I remember leaving and I was like upset about it because I was like, oh my God, like what if I get fired? And then I called my mom and she laughed when I told her. She was like, it's fine. It's $50. I was like,
That's funny.
okay. So yeah, that's why you shouldn't trust me to do math ever.
Well, anyways, we post 2 episodes every week. Tuesdays are for Reality Digest. Thursdays are for our Fame Files. Both are a good time. But this week it's Reality Digest.
Yes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows. 5 shows. And I have to say, Love is Blind, I feel like is going by really fast.
Way faster than last time, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to do the same thing we did last week, which is go through our other shows first, and then we'll save Love is Blind for last, since that's like the longest out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
What should we start with this week?
Let's start with Summer House.
Okay.
I just like, no one's a Kyle stan, right?
No.
Well, first of all, he has a little pity party at the beginning of the episode because God forbid someone giggled.
He's always pouting. It's so annoying.
He goes and has a pity party in the corner, and Carl's like, I get it, man. But I just don't think Carl is really wants to help him here.
Carl's thinking, you're too old for this shit.
Yeah. Carl's thinking, I don't know if I'm going to come back next summer.
No. Carl's like, this is going to give me a heart attack. I can't continue being around these people.
Anyways, and then they go to this cute little beach day. And he's like, Amanda, can we go talk over here on the apology dune? And they show flashbacks. I haven't seen the other seasons, but apparently it's been like a known apology location. But it's always Kyle having to apologize.
Because Kyle is it's like Kyle's like a werewolf. When the sun goes down, he just becomes like evil.
And then like there was never an apology is the thing.
Right,
he tells her that she has no personality, that they have no chemistry. What else did he say? It was like so mean that even I think it was Wes, he was like, Kyle.
No, I'm actually liking Wes this season
was dead.
So far.
He's like,
Kyle. Bro.
He's like, Kyle, you cannot speak to her that like let it, like you can't like your wife that way, but let it like a woman in general or anybody. Like don't speak to somebody that way. I was flabbergasted. Oh, and let's talk about how they went out and they came back. And what did he do in the pool? He skinny dipped in the pool.
Okay, Hypocrite Island.
Like, which is exactly what you got mad about with Amanda.
Right. I just like, honestly, I am already tired. We are 3 episodes in and I'm so tired of watching him mope and pout around every episode. He is such a little bitch baby. Grow up. You are 43 years old. Nobody, like, Kyle, you could have a 20-year-old child at this point. Like,
true.
What are you doing? You are a grown man. I think that's what's really, I mean, and truly, it never ceases to amaze me. Like, I was the same way watching, you know, the last few seasons of Vanderpump. I truly just like cannot, first of all, I can't even imagine being 40 because that just isn't even within the next decade for me.
Yeah.
But and because of that, I sure as hell can't imagine being 40 acting like that. No, moping around,
because I would never act like that now.
Pounding around. My wife's being mean to me. Also, I'd put my life savings on the fact that Amanda will do a full 180 as a human being now that she has left his ass.
Interesting. Well, I feel so bad for her. She's like, I can't help it. I'm just like in love with him. And I'm like,
honestly though, I don't really think she is. I think she's just saying that because at this point, this is my theory. Because obviously they do the confessionals and stuff. They film those after they've filmed the season. I think that by the time that they did the confessionals, they probably were already like done.
Intriguing.
I just think, you know, and that's not to say that I don't think that she has love for him. Obviously, I'm sure she does.
When would BravoCon was in like November, I think, and Amanda said they split up like right before BravoCon, but then she didn't say anything.
Yeah, she said they stopped living together in like October, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know like logistically when they would have filmed their confessionals, but
I mean, I think they stopped filming. It's
probably
in September.
All right around that time. Like it probably was. You're right.
Yeah, because that's when like summer is over. So like, you know, but yeah, I mean, regardless, It's like you're saying. I did love that the other men were calling him out for being so dramatic.
I mean,
They're
finally.
like, why is he acting like this? It's like, that's when you really know that you just like need to cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if West and Jesse are telling you
Well,
that
also
your
just in
behavior is
general,
ridiculous,
if no one is on your side.
right. But that's the thing with Kyle. It's like, I feel like Kyle has this massive chip on his shoulder that, because he's basically like the original cast member of this show. Like, I
Mhm.
kind of feel like he was like Andy's right-hand man when they were like developing Summer House. I don't know. This is like what I've heard here and there. And I just feel like he has this massive chip on his shoulder, and it honestly goes down to the simplest of facts of like how he acts when he's trying to say something at a group dinner and all ears are not on him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's like
God.
it literally goes down to the smallest stuff like that, because he just thinks that he's owed this level of respect that I don't think anyone feels for him because of the way he acts. Why do you act like that?
Why
You don't see people don't want to be around you? That's literally everybody to Kyle.
And then I guess the only other thing that stood out to me this episode was like this like weird budding romance between Sierra and Jesse. Is
I
that like a
know.
thing? Like, you think?
I mean, they were definitely flirty last season, and it was drama because there was this girl named Lexi Wood who was part of the cast, and Jesse was basically like love bombing her, but also like leading her on the entire summer, while also flirting with Sierra and other girls when Lexi like wasn't there. And so I feel like there was
Okay.
kind of a little seed of something planted last summer, and now especially that like Lexi is gone and it's not like Jesse's like brought another girl into the house. I definitely think it is going to be a storyline for sure.
Yeah, but like then what about West? Like, aren't they best friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I mentioned this last week. I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a divide happening between them.
Okay.
Like, I think that Jesse might have a little bit of jealousy with the fact that West has brought a friend. Not that his friend, like KJ seems like a cool
He
guy.
seems
Like,
nice,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know why, if that's the case, I don't know why Jesse's being weird about it, but I don't know. I almost feel like Jesse is trying to like ingratiate himself with Sierra and Amanda because he knows that they're core members of this show. And I'm sure he genuinely wants to be their friend. I'm not saying it's all just like malintent or like he has an ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
But I will, if it does happen, I will be interested to see how Wes reacts. Because, like, I feel like Wes is a very nonchalant person. Like, I don't really feel like even if he was upset about it, I'm not sure he would say it.
Oh, okay. He would just hold his resentment inside.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know. It is weird to me, too, because if he really liked Sierra that much, I don't really know why Wes would have treated her like shit the way that he did 2 seasons ago. Like,
Oh, okay.
he had the opportunity to be with her, and he didn't treat her well.
Oh, Kurt.
So at that point, it's like, it's fair game. If she's interested in Jesse and Jesse's interested in her, then like you
like,
blew it,
it's
West.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
over it.
I do feel like this episode was a bit of a filler episode. I thought we were going to see Lindsay, and I was kind of mad that she wasn't in it.
Oh, but she said not this coming weekend, but the next one after that, I thought. So, like, next week's.
I hope. I want Lindsay to come back. She's so funny.
Oh my god, on Peacock, I keep getting her dumbass T-Mobile ad. Because I know who she is now. And I guess that, like, what am I trying to say? The like, phrase that she's using in that.
Activated.
Yeah.
She did. I don't remember in what context she said that, but like when somebody starts making her upset, she'll be like, "I'm getting activated."
I'm dead.
It's funny. She's just so funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everybody on this show is like a little bit boring.
Really?
Do you feel that way?
I don't feel that way because I just hate Kyle so much, but everybody else is kind of just like there.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Lindsay is like the one person on this cast who I feel like is truly a little psychotic in a good way.
Okay.
And nobody else is really like, they're all very like zen and like almost kind of lethargic, I feel like. I don't know. Except maybe like Jesse, but he might just be a young guy. I don't know. I wasn't like super into this episode, but
Well, maybe it's starting slow like Below Deck did last season.
True. That's true. That's true.
Just takes them a minute to get into a groove.
Speaking of Below Deck, I feel like this episode had a lot going on.
Oh my god. Ugh. I just like cannot stand Ben right now.
Once again, why are you 40 plus years old acting like this?
Crying in a hot tub.
You know?
Because, like, essentially a little girl to you told you, like, picked you in like, the game.
Shag,
to die.
marry, kill.
Yeah, that one. Sorry, I just couldn't think of the name for some reason. Oh my god. Like, that's just life. I'm sorry. If you've never been killed in that game, then you haven't, like, lived.
Also, it's literally fake. And
It's not real. And did you really think she was gonna pick to marry you?
what is chef etiquette? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Is
that
he
was
like,
so
I don't
weird.
know.
And I understand he's probably really depressed from his like such like relationship or whatever. But then I got really confused by that TikTok that she released.
I know. I was gonna ask if you saw that. I sent
did.
to
I
you.
saw that without you sending it to me, and then I realized that you would send it to me after I saw it.
Okay, so basically, she's saying he's lying about me cheating on him.
Yeah, and he was saying that he found out that she was, I guess, hooking up with a friend of his for like the entirety of their relationship, and that he spent like $50,000 on a wedding for them. That's what he said on the show.
But she's saying
and she
that's
was
not
like,
true.
nah. So who knows? As always, there's two sides to every story, and I'm sure there's truth to both sides, and
right.
both sides were probably hurt pretty bad. And like that's not a small amount of money.
No, it's not.
So so I understand that he's depressed, but I'm just not sure why it's coming up now. Just because somebody said kill in a game.
Yeah, well, and I also just feel like he used it as an excuse to like get everybody on his side.
Yeah,
you know, like
it was really only Daisy who was showing him any sympathy.
And like, if I were her, I would have been so icked out and annoyed.
I'm sure she was so uncomfortable having to do that.
I would have been like, you need to go to bed. Like, nobody wants to be around this old ass man who's 20 years older than the rest of us, who's crying in the hot tub.
Yeah, and I can tell like Captain Jason is kind of like holding back a little bit on like reprimanding Ben. Just because Ben has been around for so long, like from the beginning, and Jason hasn't. So I guess I wonder if that's why he's holding back, or he's like showing some respect. But like the problem is Ben, not these poor little sous chefs.
I agree. And I mean, is it annoying that that Jason gave him a sous chef that literally doesn't know how to cook? Yes. Like, that's irritating. But also, you need to act like, I don't know. I like understand why it's weird to remove your feelings about working with her in the kitchen once you guys are like out having fun on your day off. But just don't talk to her at that point. Just talk. I mean, she doesn't want to talk. She's probably like 20 years old. She doesn't want to talk to you anyway. So I don't know. It's really weird. And also now he knows his new sous chef who also doesn't have cooking experience.
I know. I was like, this is a weird situation we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
Because we're essentially just doing the same thing all over again. We're just hoping they mesh better.
Yeah, and honestly, I have to say, I think that Alicia did the right thing by stepping down. Like, I think she was the only actually mature one in this situation, including Captain Jason. Like,
I know, I was like, Jason, you're saying you're disappointed in her, but you did nothing to help her work environment when she came to you. You just kind of like told her that she gave up. And like was trying to tell her to toughen it out, but like you weren't giving her any tools to help her when she was like trying.
And there's a point that comes in situation like this where it's just too far gone. And I really don't think that even if she woke up one morning with the knowledge of a professional chef that it would have worked out. Like, I just think that their personalities were not meshing. If she didn't end it when she did, it would have come to like a boiling point.
Yeah.
Where there would have been a serious issue or like a serious situation that happened. Also, she has a boyfriend.
Well, that was news to me and to poor Eddie trying to kiss her at the bar.
Eddie, that was like, sad. I feel bad for him.
They've been talking about Eddie flirting with her like the past 3 episodes, and then just now you tell me you have a boyfriend. Like, tell me you're not Kizzy, please, because like I can't go through
that's what it was giving.
Again, I can't do this again.
She does seem loyal because she did say like, I have a boyfriend. Like, I'm not, you're taking this the wrong way. But I also don't think that, like, I thought she was flirting with him. So I don't agree. I don't blame him for like thinking that she was interested.
How was he gonna know? Like, you have to tell people that. They can't, like, it's not like a wedding ring sometimes, you know. You have to tell people
exactly.
You're in a relationship.
I mean, if she tells him that and then he continues to act weird, then obviously that's a different story. But
and then we have that, and then we have the stripper guy trying to like hit on Daisy, and Daisy's like,
know.
I don't date coworkers.
He looks like
But that's a
Barry
lie.
Keoghan,
He does. He does.
and it's tripping me out.
Below Deck history, and the third largest tip in all of the Below Deck franchise.
I'm just shocked that there's 2 that are higher than
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what the 2 higher than that are, but 35,000 is an insane tip.
Okay, this is what I was going to ask you. Are there more crew members on this
Yes.
show than there were
Yeah.
on Med?
Yeah, there's more crew, and then there's crew you don't even see.
Yeah, but like the crew that we are seeing, there's more of.
Yeah, because there's 4 stews.
Okay.
And
And there's a sous
and there's
chef,
2
so.
chefs. But why am I only thinking of 3 deckhands? There's
Joao, Batul,
Yeah.
Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh, because one is a stew and a deckhand.
Oh, the stripper guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going back and forth. Right.
He should get double tips.
He should. He should.
Or like time and a half or something. I
Mhm.
don't know. I
Yeah.
always wonder about that. I'm like, do they
Third
have, like,
highest
hourly
tip
rates?
in Bravo franchise.
That's
Highest tip
crazy.
in Down Under series.
I mean, it was deserved, but also there were a lot of them. The Salt Lake
Mhm.
City cast is big.
It is big. Oh, and then Joao saving the unicorn. Like, we figure out how
Oh
the
my
unicorn
God.
made it back. That
He's
was-
literally like, we will get fined for littering in the ocean.
He's like, you bitches.
So we can't leave uni. Genuinely, it was just so funny, like, seeing that again, and like Brittany just actually acting like she just got a dagger through the heart. It's like, you're 55 years old. What are we doing?
I can't with her.
You know?
Dang, I wish we had Salt Lake to talk about next. Sad.
Ugh, I know. The review sheets were funny too. I'll be interested to see what the review sheets look like.
I know. I
With
want a
other
bad
charters.
one. I want to see
I
like, when people
know.
are getting pissy.
Or if like they call out somebody in particular. Should we do Vanderpump next?
Yeah, Angelica's boobs.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
They look fine in the show, but in her confessional, they look crazy.
I just feel like she wore that green dress and they like don't, it doesn't fit.
No, they look. Oh my god. But then they
I
look
was
fine in
afraid.
the show. But I was like, I literally feel like it's gonna be bad. We're gonna go X-rated
Now that
in a second.
somehow she's even more insufferable
Oh,
with this
God.
boob job. The way
Well,
she
and-
kept like touching them and everything, I was
Mhm.
like, oh my God.
And then she's already talking to somebody else. How long was she gone?
She literally cannot be without male attention.
Yeah, she's already talking to somebody new who she's picking up from the airport. I'm like, this seems like a weird, sketchy situation. And then Shane, of course, wants her back because now she has boobs, and that's crazy.
I don't know that I really got that vibe
I
that he was trying to
did.
get her back.
I so did. He was just
Okay.
like suddenly, I don't know about getting back, but suddenly very interested in her again, even though he had wanted absolutely nothing to do with her anymore at the end of the other
Yeah.
episode. I was like, why are you giving her the time of day? Is it just because she has boobs now? Stop pissing me off.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely don't think that he's trying to date her.
Yeah. Well, he definitely wants to hook up, but I'm like, you can't hook up with her.
Yeah, no,
She doesn't do
she's
that.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I like hate to say it, but like she's crazy. Audrey's hatred for her is kind of hilarious.
Oh, we have to talk about the roast last because I'll rant for a second on that.
Okay.
I think they went to Smash Stuff or something, but Jason and Natalie, they're like date in quotes.
It was like a painting thing.
Painting? I don't know why I thought they were smashing something.
Maybe they were, but
I don't
I
remember.
know there was paint involved too.
Yeah. Anyways, but it was just so funny how Natalie's like, "Oh, he's just such like a great friend," and Jason's like,
No.
"I think we're getting to the next step here." And I'm
He is Delulu to the max. Like, it's so
Well,
funny. Like, what
to
is he
his
doing to
point,
repel these
they had been like
women?
making out multiple
Yeah.
times, so I can see
No, for sure.
his side in this specific situation. And then I'm like, Natalie, maybe you should have said, hey, that was just like a fun make out, not like a
Mhm.
real, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I think that Natalie actually would have been open to something more. I just think she went on that date with him and she was like, oh, like, I don't like him
Oh,
like
okay.
that. I feel like and maybe she said that and they just didn't put it in. I don't think that she would have made out with a straight man, like, especially Chris, knowing how thirsty he is,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that he could take it the wrong way without like actually clarifying up front. So I kind of feel like maybe she was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. What do you think it is about Jason that's making all these women friend zone him?
I can tell you what would make me friend zone him is his
Besides his height.
So I don't know. I think that he just gives like not relationship vibes at all whatsoever. And I think you can just like sense that
Yeah.
And that's what these women want.
I saw a TikTok this week of somebody doing like a ranking of their top 10 worst Bravo people ever. And Chris and Jason were both on the list.
Wow,
And
already?
he was like, basically, he was saying these are two of the worst casting choices Bravo has ever made. And I think I agree. There truly is nothing compelling about either of these men.
Yeah, I don't like root for them to win.
No. And
or anything.
and the only thing that's like even slightly controversial about them is their OnlyFans. And
Mhm.
I have no interest in them using this show to promote their OnlyFans.
No, and I'm sure they've already gotten a lot more subscribers because of the show. And that
Right.
kind of,
Like,
I don't know why that irritates me.
same. And like, the thing is, somebody on Vanderpump having a side business, if you will, is not unusual. Like, back when this show first started, a lot of them had like fashion or lifestyle blogs. So they would have like launch parties, or sometimes they, like, Stassi Schroeder had a party for, she like basically bought a national holiday and she called it OOTD day, like outfit of the day. And she
Okay.
kind of like honestly like coined that term. So they do all like have those things. James Kennedy is a DJ and like he would come out with albums and stuff like that. So it's not unusual, but like this to me just feels like wannabe influencer.
Yeah, especially because this isn't their first reality TV show ever.
Right. Yeah, like this isn't their first show. They obviously have a social media presence already. And that's not to say that some of the others don't, but I honestly really don't know if they do. It doesn't seem like it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, they've definitely not been on reality TV before.
No, I don't
You
think
know.
that they have.
But the thing that was cracking me up was like, I just think it's so funny, like the way that Chris and Jason always trying, like, they are always reassuring each other that they're good guys. Like, I swear to God, every episode one of them says to the other, like, you know, you're a good guy, man. Like, you'll figure it out. You're a great guy. Like, she would be lucky to have you. Like, that's literally how they speak to each other. And it's
It
just
is how they
like,
speak to each other.
who are you trying to convince? Like,
I don't know.
and he's like, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, bro. I lose brain cells watching them
Same.
on my screen.
Same.
The roast.
Okay. It was super funny at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just became rude with no joke at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I was cracking up. I was like,
Yeah.
this is hilarious. I didn't know. She untapped, like, niche. Like, I didn't know she was a comedian. Also, first of all, that came out of nowhere for me. I was like, this is so random.
I feel like, I'm glad you brought that up actually, because I feel like they're trying to make Audrey the next Ariana Madix, because Ariana Madix was like into stand up, and there's this whole scene of her in one of the earlier seasons where she and another character despise each other, and the character that she despises, these are real people, but you know what I mean, participates in like a sketch comedy show, and Ariana has a very iconic line where she goes, I mean, I take sketch comedy very seriously, so it just offends me when people can just think they can like do it. It's just funny. And Ariana was in the first, honestly, 6 seasons of Vanderpump, Ariana was so the like cool girl, guys girl, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do to Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels like the comedy like parallel is almost too, it's like very obvious.
Okay. Interesting.
But nonetheless, I agree with you. I think it was funny. Her joke about Shane, that was hilarious.
Her joke about Shane was good. Like, all of her stuff at the beginning was so funny. And then she, like, it kind of got a little less funny with Kevin Marcus. I was like,
yeah,
okay. I'm like not
agreed.
laughing. Like, it was fine. And like, at least they were good sports about it. So then she gets to the stuff about the penis pump. And then she just starts, like, it's not even a roast. It's not even comedy anymore. She just starts being mean to Angelica. And I'm like not Angelica's biggest fan, but like, what on earth? Like, there's no joke at the end.
Right.
Of your sentence.
It should have been
just
one
like
joke.
Blatantly mean. It should have been one joke and you move on.
Yeah.
Also, don't get so mad about the penis pump when it was said originally if you're just gonna say it at your comedy show weeks later. Like, that's weird.
Well, I mean, and Angelica said that at the end. She's like, seriously? Like,
exactly.
I get crucified for bringing it up?
Exactly.
But she can do it?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, I think, honestly, like, we'll call a spade a spade. Audrey was trying to be mean. Like, she was so blatantly obvious. She was not
trying to joke around. She was just trying to be rude as hell.
Yeah.
And, like, I do not blame Angelica for getting up and leaving at all. But it did, like, I don't know, it almost like gave Audrey validation, I think, and I think she should have just sat there and left afterwards.
I agree. I think she should have just laughed along with
I
the
think
jokes,
she should
and
have
then
laughed, and then Audrey would have like, I don't know. I just feel like it would have ended differently because her goal was to get Angelica to leave,
yeah, well, she
and
was
that
trying
shouldn't
to
have
hurt
been
Angelica's
like
feelings,
the satisfaction. Yeah.
which I think it's also like I could see two sides of the coin, because do I think that it was blatantly mean what Audrey did and said? Yes, I do. Doing that in front of everybody, was not nice. Do I think
Especially
on the
'cause
other
they already
side,
hashed it out, I thought.
right, on the other side of that, it's kind of, if I'm gonna play devil's advocate, it's kind of like, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Like, Angelica is the one who started all this with Audrey. She's the one that spread Audrey's business around. She's the one that told Audrey that she, can't be without male validation. So, like, I understand why Audrey's pissed. Was that the right venue for that? No, it
No.
wasn't. And nobody thought it was funny. And so I think it's like, that's, I think, like, what she really did wrong is, it's like, she made like maybe one joke about Angelica that was like kind of funny, but then that's where she should have stopped.
Yeah, it felt like a vengeful rant.
Yeah, and
I was
it
getting
did.
like embarrassed to watch.
No, that's a good point. It did feel like a vengeful rant. Yeah, it's like, if you notice that everybody in the crowd isn't laughing, it's probably time to switch up the content, switch up the storyline.
Maybe just a little.
Especially if the butt of your joke is sitting in the front row.
Like that was.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how that nuts out, because, like, obviously she ran out, Kim runs after her, Shane runs after her. I don't know. It was clearly a fake comedy show, because there was nobody else in the crowd but the cast. So
yeah.
that just made it
Shane
even
going
worse.
outside with her. I'm like, that's why I'm like, does Shane want her back? Like in like, not in the relationship way, but like just like want her.
I mean, I definitely don't think that they're done. Like, I think there will definitely be more that happens between the two of them romantically, but his laugh, who was it that was making fun of his laugh? Like, it is the funniest laugh I've ever heard. Like, it's so weird.
Oh, and then I was dying when Venus was like, that's the best stand-up comedy show I've ever seen in person. And the producer's like, how many have you been to? And he's like, none.
I just think Venus hates Angelica.
That's fair.
Venus, once again, continues to be my favorite person on this show.
Oh, always.
I did see that the season finale is this week.
What?
Yeah.
We're done?
I think I saw that on Peacock. It said the season finale was this week.
I didn't know that.
Let me double check. Let's see. Yeah, season 12 finale, February 25th, which means...
Does that mean it'll never ever come back? You don't think it'll make it?
No, season finale, not series.
I know, but do you think it'll get picked up again?
I don't know, honestly.
See, that's my question.
Yeah, I really don't know. It's only this that would mean that this season is only 12 episodes, and then probably a 2-part reunion, which, I mean, isn't like, I don't think that that's like a bad sign, just because it is a new cast. So, like, I think like the first season of the original Vanderpump was only like 12 episodes.
Okay.
They probably don't want to make a 18 episode season if they don't know how it's gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if they do bring it back, they need to switch out some of the cast. I think.
Who do you think needs to go?
Honestly, I think it's more about who I think should stay. That's a smaller list, so I'll do that.
Okay.
I think Natalie should stay. I think
I agree.
Angelica should stay. Audrey and Venus.
Okay.
That's really it. I really don't think anyone else needs to stay.
I want the one host to come in.
Oh, Isaac.
Yes, I keep forgetting his name. I'm sorry.
I think that's his name. I mean, we only saw him like one time, but yeah. I need them to cast more authentic relationships.
Yeah, I agree. I think Chris and Jason can go. I wouldn't be like out of my mind angry if Shane stayed.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way about Kim and Marcus, just because they are the only actual relationship.
Yeah, that's fair.
I actually would.
Oh my god! Like, the elephant in the room. Forgot. They're like low key trying to have a baby.
Oh my god, this is weird. This is
uncomfortable.
I don't. And like, I guess I don't really love Marcus being like, well, Kim stopped taking her birth control, and like, I'm annoyed about it, whatever. But also, it is a little maybe not great that she did that and didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Like, almost not because he should be able to have an opinion on it, but because that does feel a little bit like she's trying to
Your baby tracking here.
hoodwink him and just something. I hope they talk about that more in the next episode.
Okay, now we're on Traitors.
Traitors? I'm getting nervous.
Really scared.
I'm really scared. Who was scared? Me too. I was really, really scared.
I was really, really, really. I was like actually like I was clenching my like blanket. I was like watching it in bed, and
I was like my
white
jaw.
knuckling it.
When I watch that show, I'm always like clenching my jaw, like my teeth are like bearing down into each other.
I was tense. I
It
said,
was
"Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
It was stressful.
I really thought that was his time. I thought that it was bye Rob.
I know. Definitely I am concerned now that he's gonna blow it.
I'm very concerned. Here's how I think it should have gone. I think that he should have, let them get Eric last night.
Agreed.
Because if they had gone out with a bang, they get a traitor on their last night where they can have a reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Then there would be less heat to find a traitor tomorrow, and they probably would have ended up going with Tara or Johnny.
Mm-hmm. But maybe
now Rob has a lot on him.
I know. It's interesting. I feel like here's the thing. I do feel for Rob in particular because it does get really awkward when it's only like 6 of them and you're sitting there talking to 5 other people and they're like, who is it? And you have to sit there and continue to lie. I do think that is like a really tough, probably the toughest aspect of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen some discourse online of people saying like, well, why is Rob going so hard for Eric when he never did that for Candace and Lisa? Like, it's giving
maybe because he likes Eric.
But also, like, I think that there's validity in that speculation. Do I think it's a game and we need to stop, it's not that deep? Also, yes. What I think is going on, what I think could be more likely is that he is getting uncomfortable with the idea of being the sole winner.
Okay, he wants to share.
Like, because I think just naturally that takes the heat off of you a little bit. Like, if you can share that burden of having to have lied to everybody the entire time.
True.
I think, I mean, maybe that's me giving him too much of the benefit of the doubt.
No, I think that's like, I would feel extremely guilty taking all that money from everybody.
Yeah, right? And, like, I do hate to root for a man.
To the point
where
I
am rooting for him.
I'd be sending them, like, Venmos.
I think I would just like take them out to dinner when we got back home.
Yeah, a big ass like steak dinner.
I
was really surprised that they murdered Kristen, Hot Chef.
I can't believe.
I was extremely surprised they pulled that.
That was such a bad decision.
I could see it both ways because like I thought it was gonna put more heat on Eric than it did, but then it really just like didn't matter.
Yeah. Like, I was shocked that they didn't. Like, that was actually a really bad move, which we obviously saw that play out because
it was almost Rob's doom.
Yeah, that Natalie is onto him and Tara's onto him.
But let's talk about Tara becoming a little bit of a wimp in the round table. But I don't know. I don't have a better word for it. I don't know. I think she was really, really worried that all of a sudden, like, Natalie was the traitor.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think she just got really scared. And that's so valid. You cannot believe, like, that would really trip me up not being able to believe anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think she just got a little bit afraid and she didn't want to go hard on anybody again because they're all close.
Well, I mean, and I also think in her defense, Natalie's name had been brought up like basically throughout the entire season.
Yeah, and like so this was Rob's first time and she was like, shit, like.
Yeah, so I don't think that it's unreasonable for her to be like, I have a suspicion, but maybe this isn't the time because.
Yeah, but I feel like she could have like voiced that a little bit better than she did. But
definitely. I mean, she's definitely one of those. Tara to me feels like one of those people who throughout her whole life has always been very passive and just like kind of sits back and lets I also think she is bad at the game. Yeah. And it's funny because the one time that she's right, she's not standing her ground.
Yeah, she wasn't. And I mean, Natalie called her out, so.
And I think, like, Natalie she did get mean, though. I felt like that was really unnecessary.
She got very mean.
I didn't like that. That happened in season 1, too. And it's like, it's almost like they start fake crying, and then when they realize that their tears aren't going to change anyone's mind, then they get angry. Mm-hmm. And it's very unbecoming of a grown-ass adult. And also, this is a game, and it's not that serious. Like, I really appreciated Mora at the end when Tara was, like, sobbing, being like, Tara, it's a game. Like, you have got to remember that this is a game.
Oh, yeah,
like,
who
it
said
is
that,
not
Mark?
that serious. Mora did to Tara at the end of the episode.
Because she hugged Mark first, right after. Because
Yeah.
she's just, like, sobbing. She's asking to be killed.
Yes, but then when they went back to the castle, they were, like, in the kitchen, and she's like, I just don't want to play this game anymore. Like, I don't like this.
Well, guess what, homegirl? You can actually go home.
You can, but also, once again, I don't know how, I mean, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. It is a game. This is not real. None of you need this money. You are going to be fine. So please treat it like what it is and stop with the waterworks. Like, I'm over it. None of the rest of us are getting emotional sitting here watching this. It's actually funny to me when they get, like, so upset. Like, when Candace left and she was, like, crying, and Lisa was doing the same thing, I'm like, you guys, this is a game. Like, what are we talking? What are we doing? Maybe I'm being insensitive, but
I don't know. I think it's, like, just such a high stakes, like, pressure situation that you can't really, like, you go in thinking, like, yeah, it's fine. But then when you're there, like, that's your whole life. Like, you don't have a phone. You have no choice but to, like, get that into it. I can see, like, crying at the end.
I always say this about The Bachelor, like, typically I feel like when somebody gets off The Bachelor, they're always like, I would never have gone for this person in real life, but because they were the only thing that I had to think about, that's why I was so wrapped up and, like, thought I was fully in love with them and
I think
devastated
that's what
when they
happens to
sent
the
me
Love is
home.
Blind couples, too.
Yeah, totally. But I just, like, I literally wrote down that I think Tara needs to, like, decenter herself from this game. Like,
Yeah.
you're not the only one here playing this game. And I hate for her that Natalie was, like, literally throwing digs at her when
Oh
it's
my
just
god,
a game.
yeah, that was really rough.
I was, like, fully on Tara's side. I understand that Natalie was annoyed, but she knew who she was dealing with in Tara. Tara has never taken a strong stance the entire time.
No. And then, like, now, I don't know, like, in a way that could help Rob and Eric, I feel like people are going to go after Tara.
I agree. I think that the smart choice to get rid of is Johnny or Mora. Because if it's Mora, then I think that takes the heat off of Rob
Murder
keeping
Tonight.
his bestie.
I do think it'll be Mora, and then, like, I think that'll get heat off of Rob. But did Eric agree to that? Is what I'm curious about.
Yeah, but I also think that the better choice would be Johnny, because I feel as though Johnny, if anybody is going to get everyone to vote for Rob, it's going to be him. At this point left, like, he is, like, the main person driving the charge, I think.
True,
especially
if
now
it
that
was
Natalie's
Johnny, because
gone.
then they can also be like, oh, Tara murdered him because she wanted to get off of her.
Exactly. I think they've got to split Johnny and Tara up. If they don't, I really don't know that they're going to win, because I think that Mark is kind of, like, playing in the middle here, and I feel like if Johnny and
Poor
Tara...
Mark's got no friend group. I love you,
I know.
Mark.
Also, wait, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about Rob, like, snapping at him.
Oh my god, that was a little... I'm not really sure what happened there.
That was weird, and I did not like that energy from him.
I did not like that. I thought that was very odd, because they're all trying to win money for each other.
And Mark didn't know that they were taking a chair away.
They didn't know that it was an elimination thing. That was, like, meant to be a surprise. And so he gets mad at him because he didn't find $2,500. Rob, you're the only one who found that amount of money.
Right. I mean, and at the end, again, I'm going to say it. I don't actually even think that these challenges, I don't even actually think that they're winning actual money in these challenges. I think it's all just, like, fake for the game. So that felt really dramatic, and I did not appreciate his behavior.
Rob, tell us where that came from.
I kind of wonder...
I'm sure you were, like, hot and sweaty, whatever, but...
I kind of wonder if he was too much credit. I wonder if he was doing it because he was like, shit. He, like, heard that his name was being floated around, and he was like, shit, I need to really act like I need this shield. But that would be, like, the only...
True, but, like, he could have been like, I don't know, why was it all on Rob? Or, sorry, why was it all on Mark? Like,
I know.
That's what I didn't get.
And saying, like, why are we getting in a chair with 750? Like, what? Like, that was just a weird thing to say.
He didn't know what the... No one mentioned the price, like, differences in the money bags.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
We weren't told how high the money goes or how low the money goes.
Yeah.
So how was he supposed to know that there was a $2,500 bag?
Exactly. And also, one thing about me, I have not understood the rules to a single challenge that they've played this entire season.
I think that's on purpose. I think they, like, really explain it to them, and then it's cut down for us, and we kind of just, like, watch the, like, shit show happen.
I was just so confused the whole time. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously dying to know who they kill. I really think that they've got to kill Johnny. Eric and Rob want to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Johnny is, and I don't mean this as a slight, he is the smartest one that's there still.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not to say that Mark and Tara and
Well, it's just
Maura are
because
not
they have
smart.
loyalty to Rob, so
Yeah.
they're blinded a little bit.
The thing with Tara is she's so scared to mess up that she's not going to go hard for anyone.
No.
Mark and Maura are like fully trusting in Rob. So
Mark goes,
it's just very
Rob, I need you
interesting.
to look me in the eyes and be real with me. And Rob's like, I'm a faithful.
And Rob like
Oh my
fully
God.
did not look him in the eye.
Oh, I was like, oh my God.
And like that's the thing where it is tough. Like I can see how real human emotion obviously gets wrapped up in this game, but I also just think it's like if any of them get mad at Rob for lying to them, it's like you would have
That's
done the
the
same thing
game.
if you were a traitor. Like let's not sit
Was he
here.
supposed to whisper it to you later?
Also, that is a breach of contract. I actually was wondering.
Oh, did you watch that podcast with the traitor from the first season? Where he kind of explained, because he talked about, he's like, truly there's not a lot they can do to stop you, but they can sure try when you're at the, like, circle of truth or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, the cameras can cut it out, but once those people hear that, they've ruined the whole game. So I don't know if it's in the contract or not, or, like, what happens to you if you do, but, like, there's nothing you can do.
Wait, if you
once
reveal that you're a traitor?
No, sorry, if you're up there and you're like, I'm a traitor and so is blah, 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 and blah.
Oh, they'll fine you.
How much?
I don't know, but I do think that it has to be like an explicit reveal because I actually think that Candace was like towing the line.
Oh, with voting for Rob?
Yeah. Just because the way that she kept saying I'm trying to leave a breadcrumb to me feels.
Did she only
like
say
it
that in her
could
confessionals? Or did she say that to somebody?
She did. She did
Okay.
only say it in her confessionals. But I guess I wonder if there's like that intent behind it.
Oh, I'm sure
makes
that's
me
100% what
wonder-
it was, and that's shitty.
Yeah. I mean,
think.
yeah, it kind of is. Like, you know, that's not really. But you also can't stop traitors from going after traitors because that obviously makes the game interesting. So I don't know. It's
true.
It's tough, but
True.
I'm obviously dying to know. I'm sad that it's about to be over. We're gonna have 2 shows in this week.
Well, we have this. We'll still have the reunion.
Okay, Love is Blind. Can I tell you my predictions now that we have a little bit more information?
Yeah. Reality
Okay.
Steve already told me everything, though.
Oh my god, it pisses me off that you look at reality.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Because now I feel like you're gonna be looking at it through the lens of knowing what happened.
I'm not. I promise.
Okay, so this is my predictions up top. Vic and Christine, yes. Amber and Jordan for me are still a maybe. Brittany and Devontae, no. Bree and Connor moved from no to maybe for me. Chris and Jess obviously are done. Emma and Mike are still a no, and Alex and Ashley are still a no for me. So I still only have one yes, which is Vic and Christine.
Yeah. Well, also, like, everything Reality Steve says, I do take with a grain of salt. Because I don't know who he is. Like, I don't know what his source is.
Totally. I mean, he's rarely wrong, but it's okay.
Yeah. But, like, you never know.
Yeah, no, of course.
And somebody could have fed him live.
Yeah. 2 of my observations that I made this batch of episodes are Mike hates Emma and Connor hates Bree.
Really?
Do you feel that way?
I don't know. I think hate is a strong word, Avery.
I mean, that's fair. I mean it as, you know, just like really does not like her as a person. Like they don't.
I think that Mike can't get over the fact that, God forbid, Emma doesn't put away her socks when she takes them off.
But that's the thing, what I'm saying, he's using that kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. He's going to end it, and that's those kinds of things are going to be the reason.
He's not going to say,
that's what he's
like,
going to use.
I don't think he's going to use the baby excuse, even though that's what it is.
I mean, very interesting conversation with his family. Also, I have to say, I had zero indication that Mike was extremely Italian until this scene with his family.
Oh, well, I saw a TikTok where they were like, that's a fake family.
Well, really?
Yeah, because they think that, like, they, like, hired someone to come in.
I actually don't believe that, but...
I was like, that's like, so funny.
He was just Mike in a flannel, and then suddenly he's in a slick back with a bomber jacket and a gold chain?
I wasn't getting it in the sense that, like, where's his accent?
Right. Why do his parents have such a thick... Like, it was very strange. I just thought it was so funny how he, like, there was no cultural indication, no discussion of him being Italian. Not that it matters, but I just thought it was fun. Like, I was, like, laughing at how Italian his family was.
Like, it was, like, fake.
Yeah, like, it was funny.
And then you said Connor hates Brie.
I think Connor hates Brie. I think he thinks that she's so annoying.
I got less of that in this batch of episodes of the annoyingness of Brie.
Yeah.
I more got that he's like indifferent.
I can
don't
see
know.
that.
Like in the sense that he didn't really like get like worked up about the fact that Chris was DMing Brie, which we'll get to in a second, whole other thing.
Oh my god.
He didn't get worked up about, he didn't come over to the convo when Brie and Chris were talking privately. I'm just like, that's your girl. And you know he's hitting on her. Where's the, like, I guess I would want a man to do that for me. I don't know.
No, I actually was thinking the same thing. I was like, why is he letting Brie have a conversation?
Like, why do you not care? I mean, I guess in the sense you can be like very secure in your relationship, but also like, what if she was feeling really uncomfortable? Not that I think she is, because I'll have something to say about that in a second. But like, what if she was and she needs some help because her two friends just left her in the dust because they were siding with a man?
Well, okay, I feel like I had the same thought because, and when I just said like, why is Connor letting her have this conversation? Obviously, Connor can't control what Bree's doing. She's a grown woman. I think what I mean by that is that what you're saying, which is like, Connor made several. I mean, who knows how it's edited together? We're just gonna go with based on the information that we saw. Connor is making multiple comments about how drunk Chris is, how he won't stop cursing, and how belligerent he's being. Yet he didn't go up and just make sure that Bree's okay. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. I did not get that.
Maybe he did and we didn't see it, but I agree. I thought that was weird, and I think you're spot on. I think it could absolutely be an indifference.
He's just like over it. He's protecting his own feelings, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
But I'm like, fight for her. If you want her, fight for her. Like, I'm not understanding why we're just giving up.
Right. I did think that her picking on his house was a little much. I agree. Why is there a keg in the backyard? You're a 30-plus-year-old man. Once again, I don't know how many times I have to say it.
But like the Christmas tree,
grow up. But like, his place wasn't like a pigsty.
No, and it was a house. Most men live in a apartment.
Truly. I mean, that's more than I can say for myself, you know?
Yeah, I don't live in a house. At the end of the day. Never mind.
Well, we won't get into that.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't disturbed by any of their living situations. I even felt like Jordan's house wasn't
Joe's
awful.
house.
Oh my god,
Joe's apartment. Sorry, it was not a house. But I'm just like,
he had one plate.
Like, okay, like it's a little messy. This is his home, his space, and like,
yeah,
they're just really dogging on him, and like, not
I
like,
know.
do I think he could be a little bit more self-sufficient? Yes. Like, what do you mean you don't know what a dishwasher, how to use a dishwasher?
Mm-hmm.
But
that was weird.
I also don't think now that I said that, I actually don't think he had one in his house, so he was just like hand washing dishes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you don't know how to load one?
No,
you never.
I mean,
you never learned
that. It's a fair question. I feel as though all of these couples that I don't think are gonna make it, it's going to be for very like just misalignment issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even this conversation that we're seeing between Jordan and Amber, where she's like, well, you know, like financially it makes more sense. Like, I have a child and like she's in school here and stuff, and it just didn't really feel to me like Jordan was willing to compromise.
No, she was not.
Like, that's not to say that you should just give up what you want in life because of your partner, but I do think that kind of comes with the territory when you start dating somebody with a child.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, like, a lot of people wouldn't ever consider it. Like, I would personally never do that, and so I never would have. It's the same thing with Mike and Emma. Like, if I were Mike and I knew that I wanted kids, I would never put myself in a position to date somebody who does not want kids.
Who, like, was on the fence. Yeah.
If I were Jordan and I did not want to give up my lifestyle of living in a city because my potential partner has a child, I would not date somebody with a child. I just feel like the men in this season, it's one of two things, or maybe both. They either have terrible decision-making skills and just think that they can change the minds of these grown women, or they just want to be married so badly that they're willing to overlook it and they're just going to hope that their minds change after they get married.
I'll just never
like, they can almost force their hand.
I just don't get it.
Me neither.
Anyway, Vic and Christine are doing great. My lovely little babies. They met Christine's mom, but I don't know if they met anyone from Vic's side.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
Yeah, they definitely didn't get a lot of screen time.
Like, their little conversation. All their conversations are beautiful. I love them.
Mm-hmm. I felt like their conversation with her mom was really nice. Like, I feel like she was really asking the important questions.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote down, I think that that's one of the most touching family interactions that I've ever seen on this show.
Well, he was like, "Can we all pray together?" And I was like, "Oh, this is really
I know.
cute."
They're almost too perfect, but I'm rooting for them.
I know, but I really just feel confident.
Right. The next person's family whom I want to speak about, do we think that Alex has ever met his mom before?
No, I don't. I don't think he knew who that woman was.
First of all, that conversation, bizarre. Second of all, her wearing a corset top to meet his fiance, bizarre.
Also, like, it just really felt so fake to me. Like, oh, because I live a nomad life, so my mom has to live a nomad life too, because I have to get it from somebody. And then my mom never stops moving. So where did you live? Because when you played soccer, you had to go to the same school the whole time. So what do you mean you were a nomad?
Are they on the run from the law?
Like, I don't know. Genuinely.
That's what it's
I
giving.
don't understand, because they're making it sound like they've never lived in one place for more than 4 days when he had a soccer career that could have gone like D1. So I'm just, and like professional beyond D1. So I'm like, what? I just don't understand your life. I don't get it. You can be a nomad all you want, but it's a sense of, I feel like you're lying to me that you are one.
There's something fishy happening.
I can tell you one thing right now, is that you've never traveled.
Here's the thing. If you're somebody who is truly a nomad, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, Ohio is the last place you're going to land.
Also, why are you on this show? That's what I don't get, because I thought you had to live in Ohio.
That's my thing. That's really what was irritating me about that. I mean, so many things irritated me about that conversation that he and Ashley had at that table.
I hate him. Like, actually, burning passion hate him.
He's actually like a bad person. It's clear. He's like truly not a good guy.
Yeah, we'll finish this conversation and then I'll list my other stuff.
I think the thing that's so frustrating to me is like, he's so incredibly condescending to this woman who is clearly very smart and successful and established in a career. I don't know how many times she has to say to him, I have to talk to my boss more. He's like, well, but like, I mean, I told you that like I didn't want to stay here for long. She's like, I just told you I will talk to my boss. Well, but I mean, like, I told you that I needed to be out of here within 2 months. So like, what are you going to do about it? I will talk to my boss tomorrow. Well, I mean, but Ashley, like, are you really serious about, like, I would have actually punched him in his face. I'm not even kidding. It made me so, it's like, is like, and that's what makes me beg the question, what are you in such a rush to get out of here for?
No, he was such he's probably on the run from the law.
Right.
Tax
or maybe
evasion or something.
Woman, is he scared that like his past with a woman is going to catch up with him?
That, and then he's like, he wants to have access to her period tracking app.
I don't, honestly,
what?
I feel like I was involuntarily brought into a conversation that we never should have seen as viewers.
First of all, that's like so not okay.
Do we need to send him back to health class?
Do we need to tell him that
he needs to take an anatomy and physiology
course. I don't actually
course.
think he knows what a period is.
No, I don't think he does either.
I don't know if he knows anything. But I'll tell you who knows something, is Ashley's dad. Man was going hard.
I've never in my life seen somebody ask that many questions in such a short, and
well, like the asking that many questions because he can see right through Alex's facade.
Yes.
Because who has an answer for every one of those questions?
And I will say, I mean, her dad was asking the questions like as though he was in an interview, but that's kind of like, honestly, the way that Alex talks all the time is like he's being interviewed.
Well, also, like, Alex just doesn't, like, everything he says just, like, is not real. Like, nothing he says comes from a genuine place. And 100%. If I have to hear about those damn water bottles one more time.
I couldn't even figure out what he was so upset about.
I didn't understand. To me, it sounded like she just moved them so the label was facing the front.
And that's how the like little sense it made to me that like he was picking on her for
and like
that.
I'm like, maybe what if she had done that like completely by accident? She had just like scooched it.
Also, I really don't think that this man is as free-spirited, go with the flow as he thinks he is.
No.
You're up her ass clearly every day about wanting to leave Ohio and not having any flexibility with that. You're mad at her because she moved the water bottles, and now you're pissed off because she doesn't want to be on birth control and acting like, it's like Alex has this very warped view of women where he just thinks that their only goal in life is like to manipulate them and like to trap him into doing things that he doesn't want to do, namely having a child. Like, I don't know if you can't trust the person that you just got engaged to when she tells you, I don't want to have a kid. I've never been on birth control. I promise you, nothing is going to happen.
What also really irks me is that he will never ever think anyone else is better at him than something. Like when he was getting on to her about the fact that she hadn't like spoken to her boss yet about moving and, or like gotten a new job yet, and he was like, well, I got one in 2 days. What are you doing?
And that's like,
I'm like, I can tell you right now that you didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that you actually don't probably have a job and you're lying.
and it's fake. And it's fake.
It's not real.
Absolutely, it's
I'm gonna
fake.
go ahead and tell you that you made that up.
Yeah. It's just, I like don't know what kind of disorder he has.
Narcissism.
That's a scary human being, genuinely.
He is like, he's just terrible. Like, he's awful.
It's just one red flag after another, and I am actually so glad for Ashley's sake that, not to say that like she's a perfect human being, but like we haven't, you know, she's been very level-headed with him throughout this show.
I'm just ready for her to escape. But I think you said this last week where you were like, he's acting like this to make her break up with him so he doesn't feel bad. And so I think she needs to really hold true so that he has to be the one to break. I think she needs to, like, this is all like her like little scheme. I think she needs to literally be walking down that damn aisle and then he'll break up with her, and so she can feel that satisfaction. I
actually am happy for Ashley that this is all being filmed, because if not, I actually think that somebody like Alex could potentially be a very dangerous person to be in a relationship with.
Can be extremely dangerous.
I'm not saying that would be physically abused. I'm not saying that, but I do think from a mental like manipulation standpoint, I actually think he could be a very dangerous person to date. So I'm happy for her that this is on camera, so we're all seeing it, you know?
Yeah. This is rough.
I mean, and I don't even know who's worse, because we haven't even talked about Chris.
Alex and Chris are two different like horrible types of men. Because Alex is like the dangerous kind, and Chris is just the complete and total asshole.
And he flies under the radar because
he's a nice guy.
And you know what? I'm going to say it. This is what happens when you give the short guy a chance.
I'm telling you, this is what happens when you let short men fly free.
And they hate when we say it.
But then you act like that.
But then you act like prove us wrong. They never prove us wrong.
I have never, like, it's always going to be a short man that's gonna act like this because they get their feelings hurt once and they have a vendetta against the world. And I'm like, you have got to rein it in.
And like this, and like normally on a show like Love is Blind, I really would refrain from talking about somebody's appearance because it's quite literally the point of the show. Love is Blind. But like he crossed the line because he talked about her body.
He crossed the line, and he also talked about like being intimate.
Yeah, and it was extreme. I don't even
detail.
I hope the listener, like, I don't even think you can understand the rage within me, like watching that man say things to her and about her behind her back. I was fuming.
I was so like, as mad as Alex made me, it was 1,000 times worse.
Right, because I'm like, I feel like I've said it on this podcast before, because I feel like I said this when in the last season of Love is Blind, and I don't remember who it was about. It was Madison. It was Madison and Joe, when Joe talked about her body. And I said, I really wish that these men understand that for so many women, that is actually their worst fear. They go through life every day. It is
my worst fear.
So many women go through life every day looking in the mirror at themselves and thinking, you know what? I'm not 100% happy with the way that I look, but there will be somebody out there for me who does not care because they love me for who I am. And it is literally men like this that make women feel like that is not true about any man. And it's extremely sad. And
it's so sad.
Also, for somebody who's 5'4", go to hell. Please, respectfully.
Like, don't ever just like, ugh.
And honestly, Amber said it best. You think you're going to find another hot doctor?
Thank God for Amber.
So for real.
Thank God for Amber.
So for real.
And why was Jordan backing Chris up?
I mean, honestly, I just have to believe that he doesn't know the full context of it. So apparently what happens is they go home. They both go to see where each other lives. And then Chris disappears for 2 days, and Jessica doesn't hear from him for 48 hours.
Yeah. And
then
she's like, hey, like, I'm your fiance.
She's literally like, I'm not asking for you to text me all the time. I'm a doctor, mind you. I'm busy, but I'm your fiance. Like, you have to tell me where you are.
Like, what if you were missing?
Like, yeah, like what if something happened?
What if you've been kidnapped because you're so small?
I also saw something where apparently she hadn't heard from him for so long that the morning that they filmed, the day that they filmed that scene, that morning she was texting production, either telling them that she didn't know if he was coming or asking them if they knew if he was going to show up.
That's crazy.
Chris is a sneaky MFer, I'll tell you. Like, also, I really think he thought he was going to get famous from this show.
I don't know what he thought he was gonna get. And like, but he called her so like beautiful and pretty and attractive that like, and I believed him when they like first meet, you know, with the
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I just like won. Like you're so pretty. Like I won.
Yeah. But like that, I feel like they always do that. But like, I'm sorry.
But like Joe didn't. Like, you know.
I feel like, I mean, I almost don't even want to get into it too much because I know that everybody is as dumbfounded as us. Like when he said to her, I typically date people who do Pilates and CrossFit. Anybody who's ever dated Chris, please stand up. Please stand up. We would love to know if that's true because I just have a hard time believing that. Also, he literally has a dad bod, and there is nothing wrong with that.
No.
Like, that's totally fine, but
like, don't tell people how to look then.
You get what you get, babe. Like, I don't, and Jessica's a gorgeous woman. She has a great figure, and even if she didn't, then let's please go back to the root of things. This show is called Love is Blind.
I was so confused. I'm still so confused. I don't really, and also let's talk about the fact that Pilates and CrossFit produce two different bodies. But okay, so you don't really know what you're talking about.
Also, she ate with, sorry, I don't go to Pilates and CrossFit in the morning. I work at the hospital every day.
Yeah, she's standing on her fucking feet with that all day, saving people's lives. And what do? You small little man? I don't even know.
Go to CrossFit because it makes you feel like a big guy.
You do your ice bath every day. Who gives a fuck? Also, it came out that those are actually bad for you.
And like at the end of the
day, for women at least,
that's not even surprising to me. Like also, okay, so then he has this conversation with Bree where he's quite literally shouting to everybody in the bar that he does not think that Jess is attractive, that he did not enjoy being intimate with her, and that he could do so much better. And nobody stepped in except for Amber. Nobody stepped in.
And like he's just asking her really appropriate questions like, is Connor the best you've ever had? Like I know I could do it better.
Like what?
What?
He's 5'4". I'm sorry, I have to keep saying it. He's 5'4". There's no way Bree is shorter than him.
No, I think she's taller. She gives taller energy, which is like a good thing.
Yeah, like I mean, not that I necessarily think she's like, 6'5".
I think she is like 5'4" actually.
Like, I don't even know. It's just also not him trying to actively break the two of them up right in front of her fiance. Like, hello? Does he know that she's also engaged? It's like, it's one thing to be like, you know what? This experiment just didn't work for me. Like, I gave it a shot. The attraction's just not there. It happens every season. Mm-hmm. Every season. There are ways to handle it delicately. Does the man usually, even if they do handle it well, end up looking like the asshole? Of course. Well, because men are shallow.
Yep.
But also, there are, like, so now you're 32 years old at this group meetup screaming because you're so belligerently drunk you can't even control your volume about basically calling your fiance gross and ugly when she's actually a beautiful woman and has so much more to offer than her looks. And you think you're going to come out of this looking good?
And we didn't
You think the internet's going to let you be okay after that?
No, he's going to get like actually... it's gonna fuck him for life.
Yeah.
But we didn't even get to see like Kevin and his little like love triangle meet up because Chris can't shut the fuck up.
True. And also, we haven't even talked about Brittany and Devontae. I feel like they got no screen time.
Well, them, and then we also didn't even get to like talk about the fact that Alex knows someone who did Love is Blind.
Oh my god.
What does that mean? Who is that? Is she the travel nurse? Is she a Chicago girl? Who is
He's calling her by a nickname?
Yeah.
First of all, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, of course. But like, what?
That's concerning. Also, it's giving he found that out and then didn't tell production about it.
Yeah, or Ashley. So what's up
and
there?
Priyanka is exactly what he has described as his type.
I'm like, exactly. Yes, you're so right. Because he hasn't even spoken to Brittany again, but I'm sure he's looking at her.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, sorry, this is like a very quick, I just want to say real quick, Brittany's family seems so lovely.
Oh, yeah.
I really felt like her family was very sweet, and I don't know, I mean, I don't think that her and Devontae are going to end up together, but I didn't see anything like wildly diabolical from either of them in this batch of episodes.
No,
which
I
guess
didn't either.
is good.
I also really liked Emma's family.
Yeah, Emma's family seemed really sweet, and I actually appreciated them calling her out on like, Emma, you've felt this way your whole life. Like, let's take a step back here. Like, and her sister goes, I love my kids, but
I wouldn't do it again.
Would I do it again? No. I was like,
I was dead. I was dead. That was really funny.
That was really funny in a dark way. Also, another thing, so I know, sorry, I'm jumping back to Chris for a second. Sorry, I should say I'm jumping back to Munchkin for a second.
Yeah, thank you.
Willy Wonka needs to do inventory of his Oompa Loompas because apparently Chris escaped.
Chris is missing.
Yeah.
Put him back. Put him back in his enclosure.
Bring him home.
Put him in his enclosure. Somebody let him out. Somebody let him out.
I mean, he needs to join the circus at this point.
I was just like, and then he's DMing Bree on top of all of this.
Oh, this is what I was going to say.
And he's paying for followers.
It wasn't Bree. It wasn't Bree that he DM'd. I saw that apparently in the same interview where Jess said that. No, he did DM her, but when he said he DM'd another person from the show, it wasn't her.
Oh, then who was that?
I don't know. But I think Jess did an interview where she said, like, when he said that, he wasn't talking about Bree, but he did obviously DM Bree.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking when Connor's kicking Bree out of his house in that, like, little promo or whatever, like, I swear to God, like, Bree and Chris are gonna sleep together. That's on, like, nothing, but I, like, feel it in my bones.
I think that they spliced that together because that scene where we see them at the door.
Oh, you think it was the same? Oh, damn.
They showed that scene. Remember when she like accidentally knocked the door off the wall?
He's like, get out.
That was the scene. Yeah, but he didn't say get out. But that was, so it could technically come back up, but they definitely spliced that together because that was the scene that they showed in that preview. Was her being like,
so maybe
being like, I'll go outside and try and open the door. That was the scene.
Yeah. She literally broke his door frame. I was dead.
I know, but also, yeah, is he insane?
Get a lock? Like
get an actual lock.
It's because he's a man. He doesn't have to worry about being murdered.
Truly, but like, you don't have to worry about being murdered until you do.
Yeah, that's what. Until you're dead. So maybe let's put a lock on the door.
It's called insurance, my guy. So the next episode is our weddings, right?
No, they gotta try on the dresses and they gotta do like their little bachelorette.
I wonder how many episodes they're gonna.
There's 2 or 3 more. Yeah.
Huh. It feels like there usually isn't that many.
No, it was split up like this last time too. Because it did 6 and then 3 and then like 1 and 1.
Okay.
Because it's stupid.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. So we have.
Yeah. Okay, I was right. Yeah, we have 2 more, and then we have. I'm assuming that third one is the reunion. Oh wait, but we get them both. Wait. Then what's this? We're getting both of them on Wednesday. So no way are we already at the wedding.
Okay, so 10 has to be like bachelorettes trying on the wedding dresses, and then 11 has to be the weddings, and 12 has to be the reunion.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 more episodes, and reunion included, which you will be watching.
I'll watch
for the record.
I'll watch it for like probably Vic and Christine, and then I'm like good.
No, well, you're gonna watch the whole thing.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
That's fine if you only care about them. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that the guys could get any worse on the show, and every season they lower that bar even further.
They just get worse and worse.
I mean, what are we doing? Who is casting these men with? And you know what needs to happen? This is directed to the Love is Blind casting department. You guys need to start inquiring with these men's ex-girlfriends.
Well, that, and also stop recruiting. Let the men sign up. That's where you're gonna get the good ones.
And that's the tea.
Stop, like, Alex said he was recruited. He got a DM.
Yeah, we need to stop doing that.
I don't care.
Any man who's gonna take the time and put in the initiative to sign themselves up for this show
is gonna be 4,000 times better than being
Is it
recruited.
a little embarrassing? Yes.
Yes,
but it's like gonna be better than somebody who you are recruiting off of Instagram.
It means you're there for genuine reasons. Like, why are we even recruiting? Like, I get it for Love Island. Okay? Yeah. I get it. Love is Blind doesn't need to be recruiting shit.
And I also feel as though it gives them a reason to back out almost. Like, oh, well, I mean, I was technically recruited.
Like, I never wanted to do this anyways, blah, 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 blah.
But I feel like I've heard them say that kind of stuff in interviews before, like post-show, like, oh, well, you know, like, I was recruited, so, like, it's a little bit different than signing up, and, like, blah, 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 and, like, I wasn't so sure. That's a tale as old as time. Yeah, like, I dropped out of the process, and then my producer came back, and then I decided to do it. Like, those are the people that you don't want on this show, because they're not actually serious.
Irritating.
So, that's our formal call to the Love is Blind producers. You need to put these men through military interrogations.
Absolutely. And then you need to interrogate everybody who's been involved in their lives.
Yes, we need to treat this as though it's a criminal investigation. And these men are trying to prove their way out of jail.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the mentality we need to start having here, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, I think that wraps up our reality digest for the week.
Yep, I think that's about it.
We have some exciting fame files coming up in the next few weeks. This week is the one I'm very excited about is YouTube beauty scandals. So I don't know if anyone was around for this, but from like 2019 on, I feel maybe like 2018, the YouTube beauty creators really were just dropping like flies with those scandals. So we're going to be talking about a few different ones, and then I think we are going to do a part 2 to talk about some of the other ones, because as I was researching, I just kept finding more and more, and I was getting really overwhelmed. And it was a pretty long episode, actually. So, yeah. And then after that, we're going to be talking about the Tiger Woods cheating scandal, special guest TBD, and then we'll officially be in March. Crazy. This year's going by fast already. If anyone has any requests, please let us know. We hope that you keep listening and that you go forth and gossip a little bit.
Yeah, you go gossip. You go gossip.
We'll see you on Thursday and next Tuesday and the Tuesday and Thursday after that.
And for the rest of your life. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week for more pop culture chaos.
The stories we cover are based on research and publicly available sources. While we strive for accuracy, some details may be disputed or unverified, and this episode is for entertainment and informational purposes only.